Good morning, my dear moths. It's Friday, bit after 9 here. I was supposed to have these videos done yesterday, but of course, something happened with our internet, and it seems to be working good this morning. So fingers crossed that it will be good to upload and have these um, on YouTube and to have these mats listed. Now, these are the three mats that I have as kits. Um, and I did post these on Moths, but um, I also posted this one. No one mentioned anything about this one, and this isn't a kit. This is this mat before the third layer of circles are put on the mat. This is two pennies um, and three colors. One is the dark brown from the leftovers from the Heart and Horse kits, and these are left over from the army stockings, the khaki and the green. Once you put your third row of pennies on, which are just hit and miss type pennies, this is what happens. So no one mentioned that. No one mentioned, but this isn't a kit. This belongs, is part of this. This is your second row of pennies. And then I have this kit, which is the leftovers from the Avery mats. Um, this is quite large. The Avery mat would be like this. So this is quite a large pattern. And it's an open edge, and I will go over the instructions and things later. But there is a reason that I have started and I have these kits. They are not the same as when I did the AV rugs or any of the other kits before, where I have 10 or 12 of each kit. I think with this one I had 12, 10 or 12 of each. And of course, this one sold out immediately. And I think there's a couple left of this. But this is not how the kits are going to be anymore. Um, they are going to be um, very few. I think there's three of this one. I'm not sure. Three, I think four of this one, and I think four of this one. And the reason is because right now I'm using up scrap that's left over. And so I'm very limited to the amount because I'm not dyeing wool and making a lot of each kit, which will be what's happening for the rest of this year. Now, the reason for that is many of you know about my retirement and what I want to do. If you're new in the closet, if you're a new moth, maybe you don't, but I've been doing this for probably 24 years now, I think, and it's time to retire. I do not like to do the kits. I do not like the shipping and um, all of that. So what I'd like to do is just to teach what I know from the past 20 some years, and I would really like to design new patterns and not have them as kits, just as patterns. So I've sort of made a little bit of what this is about. Oh my. Okay. You see, I need my tech things much better. So with this, how do I get that down? Oh my. There. So the plan is this. I want to do my die courses. I'm not quite sure exactly how they will be yet, but I want to show you everything I do to dye my wool. And there are various, there's a basic recipe, but then there are ways to adjust that recipe. So I want to do that. And then I want to have penny mat courses, which is in 3 levels. The first level is for a basic beginner, for anyone that's never made a penny style mat before, has no experience with stitches, sewing, and has no access to wool. Level 2 is probably where everyone is now, just to make the mats as we do now, but I'm going to have an emphasis on design, choosing colors, various stitches, just the overall look of the design, and various layouts and that sort of thing. And then, of course, the tips and tricks. Level 3, that will be very large rugs. And most of you, many of you, um, would do fine in level 3. You can, you can make whatever I make. I know you can. But we're going to do the bed rugs. We're going to do rugs that are made for the floor. The large star design penny mats, various other techniques, how to reproduce an antique penny mat as close to the original as possible. And I have a website here. So in level 3, we should be able to look at these and say, where is one that I would like to do? Any of these I'd like to do? You should be able to do that to the size of the antique rug. So that is what I'm working towards. Possibly some mini courses like threads and stitches, um, things like that. I will do live videos and to connect and to answer questions and show and tell, things like that. But I wanted to, for the reason that I'm doing that, especially for level 3, is this is from one of our Nova Scotia Museum books. Penny rugs were made for the floor in Nova Scotia. And I want to do that. This one is another of our books. Penny rugs were made from cotton instead of wool. And I want to show how to do that. I want to do that level 3 course for how these were done in Nova Scotia where I live. And of course, this is the bed rug that you know, and we're going to do a bed rug on level 3. So the only, and also this one, this is Grandmother's Fan. I will have quite a few of those, as in maybe a dozen kits or something later on. This will be the only one that will have a lot of kits per pattern, because I have an awful lot of black wool and I need to get rid of it. And that's the purpose of everything that's happened. You know, I got rid of my blankets by doing the dyeing. I got rid of my other blankets by doing kits. And this will be probably the last of the any amount of kits, because to do this retirement plan for the penny mat courses, I need samples. And these are going to be my samples. I have made these up and I've glued them. And I need something to show different techniques, different instructions and things like that for the courses. So from now until I start my courses, we're going to be doing different designs, but there will only be a very few of each kit. Some kits will probably just be one kit. Some will be 2. um, 3, I'd say 4 at the most. 4 for these and 3 because I had so much scrap left over. But when the time comes that I'm going to have to dye the wool to make the mats, um, there's not going to be that many kits. So I wanted to make sure you know that. I would also ask, because there aren't that many kits, uh, and I'm just asking, please, I think it would be a good idea if you would only purchase one kit rather than purchase one of each or 2 different ones. If we could only have it as one moth, one kit, and there will be lots of others. So, but a 4 is not going to go very far. A 3 is not going to go very far, and I wanted to make it um, as honest. Honest isn't the right word, but I wanted to make sure that everyone had a chance at these kits. Now, the other part is I like to name my kids. And I have named quite a few, of course, Avery and Lucas, and my aunts, and of course, Cindy had hers a year ago. I can't believe it's a year ago. And Dee has a kit, my aunts, my grandmother, that sort of thing. But I'd like to name the kids. And I consider, and you know I do, I consider you as a moth, you're part of my family. So I thought it would be a nice idea if my moths would name my rugs that I'm going to use in my courses. And for these 3, what I've done is on the group, you can go in and you can see your top contributors, people who were most active for the last 28 days. And there's 2 sets here, Suzette, Karen, Beverly. David already has Matt in his name. He has David Starr. And then there's Maria, Donna, Maureen. Colleen is, she's going to be on level 3. And of course, Jersey and Anne. But I'd like to go through these 10 first and let you name the kits. So the first 3 today that we're going to put on is Suzette, Karen, and Beverly. And we'll go up. And this one, I'm going to ask Suzette to name. This one, I'm going to ask Karen to name. And this one for Beverly. Now, when I list these on the website, they will be, and they'll have the photos, A, B, and C. And they're going to be the teaching mats. That's what these are going to be called. Instead of penny mats, they're going to be teaching mats. And what I will do is I'll message Suzette and Karen and Beverly and ask them if they would like to name them. It can be their name or can be another name. I had Myrtle Doves was one of my patterns, and my friend Louise named that. She named it. It had to do with doves and something about myrtle plant or something in her family, so she named that. So it doesn't have to be your name, it can be whatever you want to do. Then we'll go through the next ones I put on, we'll go through everyone else, Maria, Donna, Maureen, Jersey, and Anne. Then I'd like to have a list on moths. I'm going to do a post and then sign your name if you'd like to do a rug. So just to review, these are going to be on after I upload the videos to YouTube. I'm going to upload to YouTube, and they will be on my old Penny Rug site, and they will be here. These will be gone, and there will be um, those will be down here. So please, just one per moth, if you would. There, as I say, there's going to be a lot more, and there may actually be a few more of these after I list today because Luke is back from his surgery. Everything went well. He didn't get a chance to cut all of the scrap that I've used in these. They're still brown, and they're still these are some of uh, the scrap that I had from other mats. There's still some of that left. So I may be able to put a few more on next week if you missed out. So just watch for that. But these are going to be fairly soon, probably 3 or 4 a week or something like that. Or, it's going to be um, not the same as I did before, like a couple a month or something like that, because I really need to do these mats to do the courses. I need the mat. I need to be able to answer questions. I need to do a video on it. So that's why I need all of these mats rather than just using the photos from years ago. I can't because I don't have those mats. So I think I've gone over everything. Um, I will have part 2 and part 3, and I think part 4 of this one, where I show the instructions. But this is the basic one. I will upload this, and then I'll put the mats on the website for sale. And then I will post on Moths that they're there. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the mats. They are, I really consider these my best mats that I've made. I really like them. This one, this one. I'm not partial to those colors, but it turned out really well. And I have a video where I'm going to show you uh, something really interesting about this layout. And I had a lot of trouble with this, but it was such fun. So, um, again, I'm going to be doing a lot of mats, but very few kits in each design. And please, only one per moth if you would. I mean, I can't stop you from buying more, but I just want it to be fair for everyone because there's so few of them. And I think that's it. Thank you very much, and I hope you all have a good day.